Okay, so we'll begin the practice. I'll just head over to my mat here. And just, again, take a moment, sit however is comfortable. And just roll your shoulders back a few times. Just roll your shoulders down and back. Just allow yourself to arrive right here. And just notice as the shoulders land down, is there any tension in your body? Can you just soften a little more? Rest one hand on your heart, the other on top. Okay, so hands just resting on your heart. Take a moment here. Feel your heartbeats. Notice your breath. Let's inhale together, really big, deep breath. Open your mouth and just sigh it away. Do that again. Deep breath in. Feel your chest rise. And let it go. One more like that. Biggest breath in of your day so far. Let it all go. Really good. Now inhale through your nose, nice and slow. Through your nose this time, exhale. Do that again. Eyes closed. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. And just do that a few more times. Settle into your rhythm, your pace. And then from here, just take a moment, let your hands rest down on your lap and let your head fall heavy so your chin comes in towards your chest. Yeah, really let your head drop. Then slowly as you inhale, just roll your chin up and over towards one shoulder. As you exhale, bring your head back through center, chin to chest. Good, inhale, roll up and over to the opposite shoulder. Invite a stretch through the side of your neck. Exhale, head comes heavy back through center. Keep that going. Inhale, up and over to one shoulder. Stretch the side of your neck. Exhale, head comes heavy back through center. Stretch the back of your neck here. Inhale, up and over to the side. And exhale, bring it back to center. Good. Just do one more like that to each side. And then once you're back at center, from here, just make your way into a tabletop position on hands and knees. Okay, so tabletop position on hands and knees. Once you're there, take a moment and just check you have knees under hips and wrists under shoulders. Okay. Gab, I can see you. Can you hear me okay? Thumbs up. Yeah, okay, good. Awesome. Once you're in table, take a moment here, empty your breath. And inhale, arch your back, look up towards the ceiling, open across your chest. Okay, this is cow pose. Exhale, cat pose, round through your back. Pull your chin and belly button in. Good, do that again. Inhale, navel down, chest and gaze, lift up, open your throat. Exhale, round through your back, feel your upper back puff towards the sky, draw your chin in closer to your chest. One more round. Inhale, look up, arch and open. Exhale, round, pull your chin and belly button in. Good, just find a neutral spine. Inhale here. Then tuck your toes. Exhale, just lift your knees a few inches from the floor. Okay, just pause here. I won't make you do any bear crawls, okay? This isn't boot camp, just yoga. But it's still a little bit of hard work, a mix of work and relaxation, don't worry. Hold here, push your hands into the earth, knees hover, belly button in, puff your upper back. Stay strong, deep breath in. Downward facing dog, exhale, send your hips high. Okay, hips high, feet about hip width, hands about shoulder width. Now just take a moment and walk it out. So you can bend one knee at a time. Pedal the heels. Yeah, feel this nice stretch in the back of your calves. If you did a cardio session lately, perhaps the calves need a good little stretch, the hamstrings need a good little stretch. And just walk that out. Stay with your breath. Press your hands down, then let your head fall back, gaze between your legs. Good. Settle into some stillness in your legs here. Engage through your quadriceps. Next, inhale, come forward. Find high push-up position, shoulders over wrists. Okay, everyone drop your knees, untuck your toes. Exhale, lower down to the floor. Now, hands stay planted just where they are. Press through the tops of your feet and hands gently. Inhale, lift your chest and chin. So it's just a little back bend here. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, peel just your chest and chin up. Exhale, lower down. One more like that. This is baby cobra. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. And then push back through your knees. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Good. Know that was kind of a slowed down, simplified variation, but you can definitely stick with that. We'll just speed it up a little bit more. Inhale, come forward, high plank. This time you have the choice from knees or toes. Exhale again, lower all the way to the floor. Untuck your toes and press your hands into the earth. Inhale, either baby cobra like we just did, or peel the abdomen away from the floor as well, full cobra. Good. Exhale, lower down. Push back through knees or toes, downward facing dog. Let's go one more time, adding on one more option. You can stick with any of the previous versions. Inhale, come forward, high plank. From knees or toes, exhale, lower halfway like a tricep push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog, thighs are lifted. Exhale, go back over the toes, downward facing dog. Good, now walk your hands back to your feet. Hands back to your feet, little bend in the knees, let your head drop, grab opposite elbows, and find a little sway side to side. Good, stay here. Really heavy. And keep a bend in your knees. Really let your head fall. And just let go of the tension from your day. Such a gift just to be here and be able to breathe, to relax a little bit, to take care of ourselves. All right, just release the grip on your elbows. Keep this little bend in your knees at first. And then bring palms to your shins, press them into your shins. Inhale, lengthen your spine, heart forward and up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Again, inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. One more time, just like that. Inhale, get long through your back. Exhale, fold forward. Press down through your feet. Inhale, reach up, look to your hands overhead. Exhale, rest your hands either together at your heart or down by your sides. And then just pause here. Okay, take a moment, stand tall. Big toes can be touching our feet hip width. Just be here, roll your shoulders back. Check in with your breath. How do you feel? Can you give this practice to yourself? Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, walk your fingertips forward all the way out into a high plank position. Push the ground away, hold here. Squeeze through your core, squeeze your legs. Now stay with this strength. Big inhale, fill up. From knees or toes, exhale, lower halfway or all the way, your choice, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. You choose your back bend variation. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Land here, send your hips high. Know that you can always work with a bend in the knees if you feel too much in the back of your legs. Deep breaths. Inhale, lift your right leg up high. Exhale, knee to nose, pull forward, squeeze your core. Inhale, lift your leg. Again, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. We pause, step through, low lunge. So right foot steps through, lower your left knee. Okay, then just bring your hands up onto your front thigh. And just take a moment here. Check that right knee is over right ankle. Okay, and just push your hands into your thigh. So you send your hips forward and down a little more. And so push forward and down. If you feel any discomfort under your left knee, I suggest placing a blanket or pillow under there. Now just take a moment, arrive. Shoulders soften back. Deep breaths. Know that you can stay right here with hands on your thigh. Or a nice chest opener, reach back, interlace your hands behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Extend your arms down and back. Lift your chest gently, look up. Deep breaths. Just a few more here. All right, slowly, just release your fingertips down to either side of your front foot. Okay, this will be a nice juicy stretch for your hamstrings. Send your hips back, okay? Keep your fingertips on either side of your right leg, then flex your right toes back towards you. If it's a challenge to have your fingertips on the floor here in the future, you could also stack up some blocks there, okay, or books, anything you have at home. Now, I prefer the stretch with my hips lifted, like so, okay, but you could sit all the way back, bum to left heel, and then fold over your right leg that way, okay? So you can try both out, see what works for you. To deepen the stretch, fold forward so you bring your chest towards the top of your right leg. If you feel too much in the right hamstring, just keep a bend in the right knee, okay? Let's close the eyes and take 3 more deep breaths. When you finish your 3 breaths, just shift forward, okay? You'll plant your front foot, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Now you have the choice. You can step back right to downward facing dog, okay? If you want a little bit more effort today, we can move through a vinyasa. So right foot goes back, exhale, lower all the way or halfway. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, come forward, squeeze. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose, pause. How quietly can you place your left foot through? Low lunge, drop your right knee. Hands up onto your front thigh. Press your hands into your front thigh. Just send the hips forward and down. Feel a stretch here in the fronts of your right hip, your hip flexor. So I like to increase that sensation by engaging my glutes and pulling my belly button into my spine. Okay, remember you can stick with hands on your thighs or interlace behind you. Send your hips forward and down. Again, that little squeeze, specifically of your right bum cheek. Yeah, get that nice stretch. Just a few more deep breaths here. Slowly release your fingertips down to either side of your left foot. Okay, hamstring stretch, send your hips back. Flex your left toes. Remember, your hips can stay lifted, or you can sit all the way back onto your right heel. For a deeper stretch, fold forward, bring your chest towards your left thigh. For less of a stretch, just shift forward, take a bend into your left knee. I love this stretch because sometimes I forget day to day that my hamstrings are a bit tight. And in this one, I can for sure feel it. So that's why we need this balance, right? Our boot camps, our cardios, and our yoga. It's a perfect mix. Last few breaths. All right, shift forward. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Hands plant down. You have the choice. You could step right back to down dog or go through a vinyasa. So I'll instruct the vinyasa, okay? Step back. With an exhale, you lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. And take a moment here. Feel your breath. Next, inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees just a little, okay? Look forward to your hands. You can step or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Press down through your feet. Inhale, rise up, reach tall, big stretch. Exhale, rest your hands at your heart or by your sides. And again, just take a moment here. Just pause. So I like to find these little moments where we can just check in, reconnect with our breath. All right. Next in breath, reach up tall, big stretch. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Okay, just listen. Exhale, bend your knees just a little bit, fingertips to the floor. Now, from here, can you heel toe, your feet out so they go mat width apart. So your feet are the width of your yoga mat here. Turn your toes out, so toes out, heels in. Then sit your hips down into a squat. Okay, so I know you're familiar with this one from your warm-up in your cardio classes. I like to press hands together in front of my chest and then push triceps to inner thighs and then find a little sway, a little shift side to side. Yeah, so as your outer arms press into your inner thighs, you find a nice stretch through your groins. So many little areas of the body that we often forget about or we don't realize that we hold some tension there. So it's nice just to open that up. Keep shifting a little side to side. All right, fingertips land back down in front of you and just press them down to lift your hips up. You can heel toe your feet in a little closer. Okay, toes face forward. And then inhale, lengthen your spine again. Fingertips land on your exhale. Warrior one, just step your left foot back. So a fairly long stance, maybe about 4 feet. Have your left toes turn in at 45 degrees. Again, like our lunge, check that right knee is over right ankle. Then slowly rise up, reach your arms to the sky. Okay, so in warrior one, your back heel, keep in mind it's planted down firmly into the ground. Then squeeze all the way up your back leg. So all the way from heel up to glutes, okay? Lunge a little deeper. Reach up higher through your fingertips, but then relax your shoulders down. Good. Stay here in warrior one, but remember your stick ups that you also do in your warm up, okay? We'll incorporate that here. Inhale, reach higher. Exhale, bend your elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, squeeze your shoulders down and back. Inhale up. Exhale, pull down and back, open across your chest, look up. Good, one more inhale to reach. This time, hands to the floor as you exhale. Come high on your back toes, step forward. Okay, feet are hip width apart. Take your peace fingers, okay? Peace fingers. Bend the knees as much as you need and hook your peace fingers around the inside of your big toes. So you got that? Hook peace fingers around inside of your big toes. Bend your knees as much as you need to get that grip. Your thumbs can grab onto the outer big toes. Now inhale, lengthen your spine, keep the grip on your toes. Exhale, pull on your toes, elbows move out to the sides. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, pull, bring your upper body closer to your lower body here. Okay, stay with it a few more rounds. Again, just looking to stretch your hamstrings here. One more breath. Okay, release the grip on your toes. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Fingertips land down, warrior one, second side. Exhale, step your right foot back about 4 feet. And remember, right toes face about 45 degrees. So maybe like, I don't know, 2 o'clock here. Press through your back heel, lunge into your front leg, and inhale, reach to the sky. So often we think our back leg is engaged, but if you really tune into it, I bet you could squeeze your quadricep and glute a little bit more, okay? So find that, then lunge deeper. Now your shoulders, square them to the top of your yoga mat, okay? Relax them down again. Big inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend your elbows, just like stick up, squeeze your shoulder blades down and back. We say cactus arms in yoga. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull down and back. Yeah, really squeeze and open your chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, shoulder blades together, heart lifts, open your throat. One more inhale, reach high. Exhale, fingertips to the floor. Come high on your back toes, all 10 toes face forward. Step up to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And just fold, exhale. Okay, keep your feet hip width. You can stick with that last variation we did with the peace fingers or work with gorilla pose. For this one, bend your knees as much as you need to plant your hands flat on the ground, okay? Keep your spine long. Then turn the palms to face up and step onto your palms. So I actually want you to step on your palms so your toes come right up to the creases of your wrists. You can bend the knees as much as you need to get that. Same thing as the last one. Each inhale, lengthen your spine. Each exhale, pull on your feet and fold. Yeah, so think about your feet pushing down into your hands and then your hands pulling up back against your feet. That will help with your balance. And just relax your head a little bit more. Yeah, find more space between your shoulders and your ears. Again, that area, another one that holds lots of tension. Just one more breath here. And just release the hands. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. This time, press through your feet. Inhale, reach up, look to your hands. And exhale, rest your hands. Hands on hips. Okay, just take a big step out so you can have your toes maybe so they face the long edge of your mat. Doesn't matter which way. Okay, so nice wide leg forward fold. If you're unsure about the distance, I like to extend the arms out from my shoulders and then just check that my wrists and ankles line up. Okay, so it's a good reference point. Hands come back to your hips. Press through your feet, legs strong. Inhale, lift out of your waist, lift your chest, shoulders back, look up. Slowly send your hips back. Exhale, fold forward. Okay, and then just release your fingertips to the floor. If that's too much, you can keep hands on hips. If you feel too much in your legs, just take a little bend to your knees, not a problem, okay? And you can also adjust whether you go wider or closer together with your feet. So this one I like because we get into the hamstrings, but also into the inner thighs, okay? With each breath, perhaps you can just ease in a little bit deeper. Let your head just fall a little bit more. Maybe your hands walk back between your feet so you can go a little bit deeper. Last breath. Slowly, hands to hips. Inhale, come up, nice and slow here, okay? Nice and slow. Exhale at the top. And just heel toe your feet in a little bit closer, okay? We'll take standing thread the needle or standing pigeon, it's also known as. If it's new to you, not a problem, I'll do it with you. Just make sure you can see me and listen closely, okay? So inhale, lift your right knee up to 90 degrees. So lift your right knee up and flex your right toes. Okay, keep your right toes flexed, then turn out and place your ankle above your knee. So you're making kind of a number 4 here. Okay, hands on hips, keep your right toes flexed. Now really slowly with control, begin to bend your left knee and sit down and back into a one-legged squat. Yeah, and then you start to feel this nice stretch in your right outer hip. Okay, if there's any pain through your right knee, please check that your right toes are flexed. Okay, if the pain is still there, just back off from this pose for now, okay? To deepen that stretch, sit down and back a little more. Lean your upper body forward, but draw your shoulder blades together. Hands can stay on hips. I like to interlace them behind my back so I get that nice chest stretch again, but you could also have hands at your hearts or lower your fingertips down to the floor, okay? So you choose your variation there. Some of you perhaps know flying pigeon as well, the arm balance. So you're welcome to go for that yoga variation as well. And keep your eyes focused on one spot. And stay with your breath. All right, just one more here. To come out, hands to hips, listen carefully, okay? Come up to stand first, then bring your right leg forward, toes still flexed, and then place your right foot down. Okay, so we're always very careful when we're working with the knees there. Take a moment to step this out, let this side go. All right, second side, one of my favorite hip stretches actually. Maybe we'll do my most favorite one later, we'll see. Left knee up, toes flexed. Okay, left knee lift to 90 degrees. Yeah, flex your toes, turn out ankle above knee, and sit down and back, nice and slow. Okay, so notice how the lower you sit, the deeper the stretch in your left outer hip. So just pay attention, sit as low as you need. Keep your left toes flexed. And the hands can stay on hips, reach back or lower. Whatever you need here. It's kind of a double whammy because yes, we're getting a nice stretch, but it's also a big test for the balance. So good job, guys. Last breath. Take your time, hands on hips. Rise up, then bring left leg forward, toes flex, and then place it down. All right, step that out. Let that side go. Okay, meet back at the top of your mat. Stand tall. Arms by your side, shoulders down and back. Take a breath here. And then inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend your knees to plant your hands. You can either step or jump back, go through a vinyasa, or go to down dog. So if you're flowing, land in chaturanga, low push-up. Then inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back downward facing dog. All right, from here, child's pose, drop your knees, take them wide. Big toes touch. Hips back to heels, walk your arms forward, melt your forehead down. If this is uncomfortable for knees or ankles, I find rolling up a blanket and sticking it just behind the knees can take some pressure off that space. I'm out of breath, you guys. Oh, I just looked up and my best friend Lexi, it's her birthday. Happy birthday, Lexi. And her dog Lester is actually what caught my eye. You guys haven't seen my dog yet. He'll make an appearance at some point. All right, hips heavy. Relax your shoulders. Notice your breath. And then just extend your arms forward. Really spread your fingers, ground through your hands. So still in child's pose, but your elbows begin to lift away from the floor. Okay, just a little bit more effort. And slowly, next in breath, just come forward. Find tabletop position on hands and knees. Now, if you've done my yoga classes before, okay, you're gonna know maybe what's coming next. I couldn't let my new Evolve people get away without doing this really lovely stretch, okay? So it's for the toes. If it's too painful, please don't feel pressure. I just have to let you know one of my signature moves here, okay? So sit back, bum to heels with your toes tucked under, okay? So toes tucked under. And you might have to just adjust. I find my pinky toe is a little short. I just kind of chuck it under there with my hands. All right, now bum to heels. So we're sitting down, a little bit of weight, not leaning forward or back. That's cheating, okay? We don't want that. Roll your shoulders back. Wiggle your knees forward if you need a little more stretch and sensation in the backs of your toes and the arches of your feet. Now stay here. Okay, normally I do it with you the whole time because that's only fair, but I have to make sure that you guys are surviving okay. So this one, it's a challenge, right? Because we really start to feel it and it gets into our head. And we start to let our mind wonder, when is this ending? Why is she making me do this? I promise it's good for you, okay? So just remember that everything I'm doing is to help you and to help your body, to help your mind. Okay, close your eyes. Can I ask for 3 more? Just 3 more deep breaths. When you finish your 3, I know you guys are rushing out of that. You can plant your hands in front of you, okay? And then just untuck your toes. You're in a tabletop and just gently, depending on if anyone lives below you, hit the tops of your feet on the floor, okay? So the tops of your feet, you hit it on the floor. All right, then just go back to down dog because it's nice to walk it out after that. So really pedal the heels and get this full range of movement through your feet. So no more surprises, okay? That was my mean pose of the day, if you want to call it that. All right, if you want to add in one more vinyasa here, please feel free. If it's new to you, I will instruct it. Inhale forward, high plank. From knees or toes, exhale, lower, chaturanga, elbows in like a tricep push-up. Inhale, back bend, shoulders back. Exhale, down dog. Good, and that will come if it is new to you, don't worry, okay? From here, make your way back to a seat. You can either jump through or simply just drop your knees and swing your legs around to the front, okay? So one leg seated forward fold. Extend your legs forward, flex your toes, and then bend your right leg, okay? Bend your right leg. Place the sole of your right foot on your left inner thigh. Sole of your right foot on your left inner thigh. All right, I'll just turn sideways so you can see a little bit better here. Now, press down through your fingertips and think about growing taller. So lift up through your spine, okay? Left toe still flexed. If there's any pain going on in your right knee, just prop it up with some blocks or books under there, okay? Then inhale, reach your arms up nice and tall. Square your shoulders towards your left foot. Exhale, fold over your left foot. Now, please do not worry about touching your toes. That's not what it's about. Okay, your hands could definitely rest on your shin, on your thigh. If you have like a towel, t-shirt strap, anything at home, you could put that around your foot and grip onto that as well, okay? Stay long through your spine. So the action on each inhale is sending your heart up. So lift your heart up, but just draw your chin in slightly towards your chest, okay? So we keep the length in the neck, and exhale, fold forward deeper. Inhale, just a tiny little movement, heart forward and up. Exhale, gently draw your chin in, fold over your leg a little more. And do that a few more times. Next, inhale, reach your arms up high. And this counter pose is called Stargazer pose. Drop your right hand behind you. So your right fingers point back. Okay, right hand behind you, right fingers point back. Press through your right hand, your right shin, and your left heel. Then lift your hips up to the sky. And then point your left toes towards the ground, but stay connected with left heel into the ground. Engage your glutes and press up through the front of your hips and reach back through your left fingertips. Breathe, expand, open all the way up your body. Let's find one more big breath in. And chin to chest, slowly lower back down. All right, carefully, right leg up and then send it forward. Second side. So turn so you can see, bend your left leg, left foot to right inner thigh. This pose is actually called Janu Shirshasana. Okay, I'll quiz you guys on that one after. Flex your right toes, inhale, reach up. Turn towards your right leg, exhale, forward fold. Spine long, just a gentle drawing in of chin towards chest. Each inhale, lift through your chest, lengthen your spine. Each exhale, fold forward, upper body gets closer to your right leg. Each inhale, lengthen. Each exhale, pull and fold gently. And this side may be different than the other, so please don't judge or worry about that. Just let it be. And stay here. If you do find typically that one side is tighter than the other, I suggest to do certain stretches that you find helpful. Do them on both sides, but hold the tighter side double the length of the other side. Try to even us out, okay? Last breath here. And then slowly, inhale, reach your arms up high. You guys remember what to do from here? Drop your left hand behind you, okay? Your left hand behind you. Press through your left hand, left shin, and right heel. Press your hips up. Reach back through your right fingers. It's kind of ish like a side plank variation, but more about pressing the hips and heart up and open towards the ceiling here. Your right hand, it's kind of your choice. You could have palm up or down. Your gaze could also be up to the side or down to your left hand. Okay, really stretch from toes to fingertips. One more big inhale. And exhale, lower down. All right, left leg up, then send the left leg forward. Just shake out the legs a little bit. Okay, from here, bend your knees, lie down. We'll do a lovely hip stretch, very similar to the one we did standing, okay? So thread the needle, right ankle to left thigh, right ankle to left thigh. This could be enough for you, okay, with your left foot planted on the ground. Or reach for the back of your thigh, your left thigh, or around for your left shin, and then pull your left leg in towards you. Draw your right leg away from you, okay? Keep your right toes flexed. Stay here. So very similar sensation to the standing balance pose that we did to stretch the hips. And your right toes, guys, make sure they're still flexed. Your left leg, it actually doesn't matter so much if it's lifted. I'm fine with you just kind of like letting it hang. But really stay active and engaged through your right toes to protect your knee there as you stretch your right outer hip. And relax the back of your shoulders and head down. And then just take 3 more deep breaths here. When you finish your 3, Okay, just slowly release your grip, lower your right toes down, and we'll switch sides. So left ankle just on your right thigh. Keep your left toes flexed, very important there, okay? Either stay here if it's enough. You might even just press your left hand into your left thigh, drawing it away. Or you can reach through, grab around for your right hamstring or around for your shin. So to deepen the stretch, the action again is draw right leg in towards you, then gently draw left leg away from you. Notice as you feel a stretch in your hips, where else does it pop up? Your jaw, your eyes, eyebrows, your breath. And just soften and settle into it here. Allow any tension from the day to be released. 3 more deep breaths. Whenever you finish your 3, slowly just release that, okay? And hug both knees into your chest. You can do a little rock side to side. Yeah, give yourself a nice little squeeze, a little hug. We're not done quite yet, but very soon, okay? Just winding it down. You can stay here or take happy baby, a little groin stretch. So for happy baby, keep the knees bent, but separate the feet and send the soles of the feet up to the sky. You can look at me if you need, then grab your outer feet and pull down and out. So keep the feet apart, find a stretch through your groins, keep your knees bent, but pull down and out on your feet so your knees kind of head towards your outer armpits. And then again, maybe a little rock side to side. Yeah, it's a good one. All right, from here, let's all meet, feet planted on the mat, knees bent. And a nice little stretch here, a little twist. Extend your left leg out long, okay? Left leg out long. Draw your right knee in towards you. So listen carefully for our left and rights here, okay? So lying down, we've got left leg out long, right knee into the chest. Then left hand rests on your right outer thigh. Take your right leg across your body to the left side of the room. And then bend your right elbow, arm out from your shoulder, kind of like a stick up shape, and then gaze over your right shoulder. Okay, so you can roll right onto the outside edge of your left foot, and you can use your left hand just to assist your right leg down towards the ground a little more, okay? Hold it here, close your eyes. If you prefer another variation of a twist, you can definitely stick with that. And notice your breath. Okay, each inhale, you can feel yourself kind of rising up just a little bit away from the ground as you fill up with breath. And each exhale, just feel yourself sink heavy a little deeper into your twist. Feel your breath. Just one more here. Come back to center. Okay, and just switching sides, you can extend your right leg out long and hug your left knee into your chest. Then right hand goes to left outer thigh. So right hand to left outer thigh. Take your left leg across your body over to the right side as you roll into the outside edge of your right foot. Then your left arm, you could extend it out straight from your left shoulder, or again, find that bend in your elbow. And just adjust your head so your gaze lands over your left shoulder. And just use your right hand into your left outer thigh to take you over a little deeper into this twist. And allow your breath to slow down. Just inviting in a nice release. Last breath. Come back through center slowly. Again, just hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. And then from here, either Supta Baddha Konasana legs or butterfly legs. So you could take soles of the feet together and let your knees fall out to the sides, or extend your legs out long for your Shavasana. Okay, so in your Shavasana here, wherever you are, just take away any effort with your breath. And if you want to take a moment, as long as you're on mute, take a moment. You're welcome to play a song for yourself and your rest here. And then just really feel your legs fall heavy. All of the effort there, just let it go. Your hips are nice and open now, let them relax. Your abdominals, let them soften. Feel your upper back body just sink down into the earth. Soften your jaw, your forehead. Close your eyes, let your breath just flow naturally in and out. Stay here. Know that it's a part of the practice. You're welcome to stay here as long as you like, okay? You can finish this practice on your own if you want more time and rest. And if you are wanting to get moving and get going, just please stay with me for a moment. Wiggle your toes, your fingers. And gently turn your head from side to side. And draw your legs together. And reach your arms overhead. You can find a big stretch, or maybe right away you just hug your knees into your chest. And there's no rush. Slowly just roll to one side and make your way up to a seated position. So just the same way we started the practice, please sit however is comfortable for you. Okay. Let's take a moment here together before we move on into our evenings. Sit tall, rest one hand and then the other on your heart. Feel your hands rest on your heart. Notice your breath, your heartbeat. Be grateful for that. So you'll get to know me and you'll learn that I like to share a little quote or reminder or mantra at the end of each practice. And this is one I've been sharing quite a bit just in the past month or so with everything going on in the world. Just an important little reminder. If it's out of your hands, it deserves freedom from your mind as well. If it's out of your hands, it deserves freedom from your mind as well. So just letting that sink in for a moment. Taking it with you into your evening. Know that I am so grateful, okay, for this community, for all of you. I can't even explain how much you have inspired me with your commitment and dedication and just support and friendship by coming together in this time. So thank you for having me. Thank you for joining in, and we'll do it again every Wednesday at 5. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you, guys. It was such a pleasure. So if you do have any questions about the practice, just I don't know how much longer I'll be on here right now, but you can definitely message me online if that's easiest. At Kyla MacKinnon Yoga is my Instagram if you want clarification on poses or you want any pose recommendations of things you can work on. But thank you so much. It was truly a pleasure to be able to share this practice virtually with you. Aw, you're all so sweet. Thank you, thank you. You guys are thanking me, I'm thanking you. The team effort. Aw, Luke and Jarek, it's nice to see you guys. Jamie, it's been so long. Aw. Awesome. Remember, it's Lexi Stupakis' birthday, everybody. She was tuned in for class.